So you have had the craziest couple of weeks, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been mad. Obviously, fought on Saturday and everything was just chilled. And then Sunday, just chilling, whatever, enjoying the win. Then I had a phone call about Hamzah Sheeraz fight. And I just thought, I never thought much of it really, because you get these sort of conversations and nothing comes of it. And then Monday, there was a few more talks and then it went a bit quiet. And Tuesday I was at Sky Sports Studios doing interviews and whatever, podcast then. And then Tuesday night when I got back from London, they phoned me at 10:30, said, we need you in London tomorrow. It's done deal, it's going to get announced. So I went down to London, then I was there till Thursday night. I got back about 8 o'clock. Then I was up at 2 o'clock getting a flight to Marbella. So it's been mad.
And how was the stag do?
It was good, but I'm just glad to be back. I can't hack that life, man. Can't hack it.
So are you in camp officially now? Is it already started?
Nah, because I've been in camp all year. Mm-hmm. I fought last November, and then I was in December. I had a meeting with Ben Shalom. He said you're fighting in end of February, and then so I went to Tenerife January, a bit of training camp and stuff, and then he got pushed back to March, and then by the time March come, DB put purse bids on to fight Felix Cash. So then we had to wait like a month for the purse bids, and then Matt Dream won them, and then they can put the date whenever they wanted. Then it ended up being end of June.
Yeah.
So I've just been training it short. Yeah. So my coach was saying you need a couple of weeks off.
Yeah. And how was that fight with Felix Cash, or leading up to it as well, the build up?
That's it. I loved it being in there and stuff, but like I always felt like he undervalued me. Like, you know what I mean? He never showed me any respect. He just thought it was going to be a walk in the park. Mm-hmm. And I said to him before, you're gonna have a shock, and when that shock kicks in, you're not going to be able to just turn it on and off like that. I think that's exactly what happened. I think he got saved by that cut really, because he was going to get beat up bad, and that kind of saved him a bit of an embarrassment.
Did you like being the underdog going into it?
Yeah, I don't mind. I'm used to it now. I constantly seem to be the underdog. But I suppose my mates win a bit more money and stuff, so everyone's happy then, isn't they?
Yeah, so you've had a great career where some people think if you lose or draw or anything happens, especially early in the career, then their career's over. Yeah. You're sitting here, a European champion. You had 2 draws early in your career, you've had some losses, and you've come back and now you're on one of the biggest cards of the year coming up in September. Yeah,
it's mad really. And I think, if there's no coincidence as well, I went full time about 2.5 years ago, and since then, like, I've not lost and stuff. I had a sponsor, S&R Construction. He said to me, I fought Derek Azazi, he was 10-0. He said, you need to have a month off work. He said, he said, have a month off work, I'll pay for your wages for a month and see how you get on. And I won that one. Then he phoned me the day after, that was great. You need to do this, you need to have a year off. So I can't just have a year off. Then he said, ring work up and say, you want a year off? I rang him, they said, no chance, do you know what I mean? Even if it was unpaid. So he said, quit your job. I said, I can't just quit my job. At the time I had 3 kids. I said, I can't just quit my job. He said, quit your job. If the boxing don't work out, I'll give you a job at my place. And so I quit my job the next day. And ever since then, I've been on it, and
that's incredible.
Ain't lost since.
So many people don't realise that pro boxers have to work a job alongside fighting. So the first start of your career, what was you doing for work?
I was a plumber. Yeah. So I was doing plumbing until like 2.5 years ago or something. But it's just hard. You have to get up at like 5 o'clock, give for a run, then get to work, 8 till whatever. I'll be at work for 8 till. And then you come back and then you got to train again. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I've had kids as well at home, so you don't get to see no one. And I don't know, I've done it back then now, because now my life's completely different. Like, I'll get up, I might go for a run, and then I'll go training. And then I'll do for a run, then school run, training. Then I normally have a nap. I do about like 12:30 till 1:30, 2 o'clock. I do without them naps now.
Yeah, I nap religiously.
I love a nap, man.
They're so good. Well, because if you feel like you've got 2 days, and sleep is obviously the best part of recovery.
Honestly, it's so underrated. Like, you got to get your sleep in, you know. Mm-hmm. And even like you say, and because maybe even on the night I wasn't getting enough sleep, because I feel like I've not seen anyone or whatever. So I've got so much stuff to do. Yeah. And you got to get back up early in the morning. So getting full time is a game changer for me.
Definitely. And what was your amateur career like?
It wasn't the best, to be fair. I think in the end I'd won 25, lost 10. But I'm a middleweight, and every single fight as amateur was at light heavyweight. It was just like a hobby. I used to train twice a week and that was it. And even like I won my first one, then I lost 3 in a row then. So after 4 fights, I'd won 1, lost 3. Do you know what I mean? So, but then I think I won 10 in a row after that. So, like you say, a loss is not the end of the world, is it? Especially in the amateurs, if you want to lose, that's the time to lose, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
What changed when you went on that win streak? Did anything change? Did you maybe just take it more seriously? Did you train more?
Yeah, I think it's a train along with the rest, because I was still probably training twice a day. But there's a saying, there's no such thing as overtraining, it's under rest. And I think that's massive. So you get sparring on the night and you're just getting your head punched because you've been grafting all day, do you know what I mean? Whereas you can work everything around it now. I think that's the main thing for me.
And what's your team now like? Has it expanded? Have you got a nutritionist, S&C coach?
To be fair, I have, but we've had that for since I won the Midlands title. That was probably 6-7 years ago now. So I've kept the same team, do you know what I mean? So I've got Errol Johnson's the main guy, Paul Mann, Ben Wilkes, Matt Sturgis. We got Tristan Davis as well. It's Liam Davis's dad. They all know the stuff. And then my S&C nutrition, I got Brett Smith, and that's pretty much it really. Everyone's been the same, so I feel like I'm so loyal. Like I'm not. It's not like I feel like I owe them anything because they do a lot for me, and we get on well. But everything works great. So I've not ever been interested in moving or anything now.
Yeah. So you're pretty happy with your whole team?
Yeah, I'm buzzing with it, and they've been there from the start. So when they was earning, I don't know, 100 quid off one of my fights and stuff, and they've put 8 weeks of work in, it's nice to give them something back now that you start earning a bit more.
Yeah, so I'm guessing they're all very excited for the Sheeraz fight. What's your coach said about the fight? How are you going to beat Hamzah Sheeraz? Have you discussed it yet?
You know what, it's not even been able to, everything's been that mad, not even gone into certain things and that, but we were confident. I sparred him when he fought Amo Williams and stuff as well, which you can't take much off sparring because I think he had he'd already done 12 rounds before I jumped in for 4 rounds, do you know what I mean? So, but we know he's a good top fighter, but I think he's ranked number 3 in the world, Ring Magazine, but I've gone into 10 now as well, so it's not like I feel like I'm at my depth. I feel like I'm at this level. I'm the European champion. I've just defended against a guy who's meant to go on to world level and stuff. So I have to put myself at that level as well. Did
you feel in the Felix Cash fight that just happened, did you feel the fight was planned out the way that you'd pretty much trained, or?
Yeah, I did. To be fair, it went even earlier than I thought. Obviously, it was the cut and stuff, but the way of the fight, I thought he might start going that sort of way after round 5 or 6, but he went from round 2 really. I just felt like I was too much for him in there. His whole body language was all off, and it's mad really when you're fighting someone and you can tell they don't really want to be in there. Your confidence level goes even up as theirs goes down. Do you know what I mean? It's like
you can see it as well as a fan watching it on the TV. You can see that momentum.
Yeah.
You can see it.
But I took quite a bit of offence to thinking he can have 18 months off and then come and beat me. Do you know what I mean? I've been grafting every day for the last, I say, since that guy's been giving me full-time sponsorship. I feel like I owe it to him at least to make sure if I was to lose, that's not being negative, but I've done everything that I can do. Every night I get to bed thinking I've done my best today, so we'll go again tomorrow. Whereas he's been out doing all this and that and you can't live that lifestyle in boxing. You get found out. You can't cheat the game.
When you turned professional, did you imagine that you'd be in a position you're in now?
Nah, no chance. I had no goals whatsoever. When I look back on it now, I don't even know what I turned professional for, because it was a hobby really. Do you know what I mean? It was just I enjoyed doing it, so that was it. And when I fought for the Midlands title against a guy who was 9-0. I was underdog then, and when I won that, people say, "Oh, you've overachieved," and I think, you're probably right, probably have. But then all I do is want to win my next fight. So then after that was you get going for the English titles, and I lost them. I lost one to Reece Cartwright. My lip was bust up, my eye was swollen, the ref stopped it. I lost one to Lionel Shidorfia. That was a split decision. Still to this day, I think I won that fight. But
would you like to rematch Linus?
Not really.
No.
Not because I'm not that interested in that, because we tried to get the rematch at the time and he said no way, basically. And and I think like I've gotten to bigger and better things now. Do you know what I mean? So when it suited him, he never wanted to rematch. And I get on with him. We talk to each other like every now and then, but it's one of them, innit? It's one of them. And then the River one as well. I feel like I got mega stitched up that first one.
Why was that?
Because I punched him, his eyes cut open, and the ref says it was from an head clash, and like it was on Channel 5 live, and everyone could see it was from a punch. Mm-hmm. Then it went to the scorecards and gave him a draw. And at that time, then I was thinking, I was fuming. I was thinking about packing it in. I don't know if I wanted to do it anymore. There's so many times you can keep getting knocked back, but you know.
What made you come back?
I think I had to, really, because I was fully sponsored and I thought I'd only get back to work. Do you know what I mean? I think it was more the fact that I'd only get back to work than the more that I wanted to do the boxing. But instantly anyway. And obviously when I got in, it was more revenge. I wanted to make sure I got the win. Because me and River get on as well now. It's mad how much he was talking a lot of shit on the build-up and stuff. And like, I wanted to like make sure I got one over him. But like, I got loads of respect for him and that now. But then we had the rematch. And it's mad how that worked as well, because that was on Channel 5 and he was signed with Mick Hennessy, and that was in November, and we had to wait till June for the rematch because Mick Hennessy lost Channel 5 then, and then we weren't sure what it's going to run, and then Boxer come along and Boxer put it on Sky. So, and ever since then I've been fighting on Sky until my last fight. Yeah. Because that was just a purse bid one then. But like, say if that draw never happened, then I don't think I would have been in this position now.
Yeah, it's been a crazy process, really. And in terms of your camp now you're European champion. How are you leveling up things? Are you trying to bring more things in? What's different in your game plan?
We keep everything simple. Like we all like whether you're a 4-round novice or 12-round. Like so, I got a European title. Liam's got an IBO world title and stuff. We all do the same thing, but you might do a bit more of it. Do you know what I mean? But like it never gets easy. You just get better. Like for instance, we do our track work and that, and you're just trying to beat certain times and that. So, I don't know, if you get like 105 on the 400, you want to make sure you're averaging 104 on the next one, and you get timed each one, and you get told you're shit, even though if you've like put everything in. But you know the coaches are good. They know when to like push you or to ease back and stuff. So there's nothing like I've not brought nothing in particular. We just keep repetition. My repetition is key.
World-class basics.
Yeah, honestly, it goes a long way, doesn't it?
Yeah. So your training camp, you're keeping it simple. You're just doing the same things, working harder. With Hamzah Sheeraz, 12-round fight, would you say that you're probably going to have different sparring because of the size of him? Yeah. Are you going to bring in different people? Yeah,
definitely. Like sparring, that's the one thing we will change. Like for the fighter we're fighting. He's 6'3", I think.
Yeah, he's huge, yeah.
But I thought Brad Ray was 6'3" as well. Yeah, so, you know, Rivers about 6'1", 6'2". So I fought tall people before. Mm-hmm. Maybe not at the level of Hamzah Sheeraz, but we'll find out how good he is.
Great. And for anyone that's watching, have you got any advice to any boxers that are making their way through the ranks?
You just got to put everything in. Like, it's not... If you're going to do something, do it full on. Do you know what I mean? That's what... It's like our gym, like anyone's welcome, but you've got to put the graft in, otherwise you get kind of booted out. No matter what level, how good you are, no one cares how good you are in the gym. Like you leave your egos at the door, it's just about graft and hard work. If you put that in, I think you'll get successful anyway. And success beats success. So like you got to say, me, Liam Davis, Zach Parker, we've had like Lennox Clark, Ricky Summers, there's loads, and we've got up top fighters like Elliot Whale coming through and stuff. The gym's buzzing at the minute.
Yeah, Elliot Whale's a very good fighter.
Yeah, he's top fighter. And someone needs to sign that guy up, man. I think he's the best welterweight prospect out there, man.
Yeah, well, I've heard stories of him from all of his previous gym mates.
Yeah.
And he's just one of those, I don't know why he's not signed.
God knows. I think he was doing a few things with Wasserman, but keeps taking everyone out. I think since he's joined our gym, I think he's had like 4 or 5 knockouts in a row. But I think his next one's down by where he lives. Like, I don't know if it's like, might be Essex actually or somewhere, but fighting in like the Midlands and that is not going to help him with ticket sales and stuff. So, but he's definitely one for the future, 100%.
So when people look at your record and they see some draws, some losses and things, would you put it down to literally you were working full time? And would you say that is a big part of it? I don't know if it's a bit harsh or what. Stuff happens, I think. Do you know what I mean? You can sit there and make excuses all day. I'm one of them. I've just got better as well. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it's just for them, but
I'm just keen to get that one bit better. Maybe, like I said, I turned professional when I probably wasn't ready to turn professional.
How old were you when you turned over?
I was 24, but just for experience, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm a gym, I love him to bits, but there was never any sparring, do you know what I mean? So I'd go into a fight and that was the only bit of sparring I get in the fight sort of thing. So, but you live and learn, don't you? I wouldn't change nothing as it is anyway. Yeah. But,
well, it's moulded you now into,
exactly,
you box brilliantly and it's fan friendly too. Everyone on that night, the arena was buzzing.
Yeah. So I was buzzing. I don't think anyone was happy to be. And it was awkward as well because Ben Shalom was there, Eddie M was there, and I think that's the first time they've ever met. And I thought, I can't really bring Ben here and then get beat up, and then Ben's going to look like a bit of an idiot then, do you know what I mean? So I kind of done it for him and the other team boxer as well.
Eddie's obviously got the big roster of fighters, but he keeps losing against all the other promoters now, doesn't he?
But he's one of them. But I think even with that 5v5 and that, some of them fighters come out with a lot of credit. I think Ray Ford when he fought Nick Ball, that was a great fight. That was
brilliant fight. I actually thought Ford might have pinched it.
That's what I mean. It was that you could never say that's the thing with boxing. Someone takes a loss and says, he's no good now. He's lost. He's he's just hyped up and that. But when you get people like Ray Ford, his stock's risen. No matter, he just took a loss, but his stock's risen on a massive card. He's put in a great performance. So.
We're getting out of the Mayweather era now, aren't we?
I think we need to, don't we? For my sake, anyway, because I'd be useless now. Don't we? We've got a couple of losses, draws on the record, so it means nothing, does it, to keep going? I think Conor Walker's another one from the weekend. Yeah. I was gutted for him, but I was watching it in the change room, so I've not really watched it back. But I thought he won the fight when I was watching.
I thought he won by 2 rounds.
That's what I mean. Yeah. But how friendly is he? I'm sure we'll get another big shot on. Yeah. People want to watch him, do you know what I mean? But he's got a couple of losses now. It's not the end of the world, is it?
I think now boxing's booming. I think it's the best it's been in so long. Yeah. People are happy to see those same fighters as long as they're performing well. Yeah, obviously, if you get beat badly and you don't perform well, then it's going to be a problem. But if you're losing and you're looking good whilst losing, that's the main thing.
No one wants to lose, do they? I mean, I hate losing, but no one wants to lose. But say, for instance, Conor Walker, if you was going to lose, even though not many people thought he lost, but if you was going to lose, that's the way to lose, isn't he? Head or die. Everyone clapped him out the ring. He's got a lot of respect for himself, and you move on to the next one.
Yeah. Are you a big boxing fan?
Yeah, I am, but I'm a bigger football fan, I am. And it's mad, really. I support Newcastle, I do.
Oh, okay.
It's my best mate as a kid, his family's from there, so we got to some games and that. But
who's your favourite Newcastle player?
Shearer, 100%. It's got to be Alan Shearer. Yeah. But yeah,
we won't talk about England. We can if you want, but
it's just a bit stressful, isn't it? It's
disappointing
to watch it now.
I can't believe we were cheering, scraping a draw in our last game. Yeah,
it's really bad. Yeah, but I don't know. I had all I hopes, but then you had the 2 friendlies before the thingy, and they look just boring to watch, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, do you think it's down to Southgate? Obviously, we've got all the talent there, and he's had so.
But then you look at it's easy to blame Southgate, and I've blamed Southgate myself. But then you look at he's done the best for an England manager since 1966 at the same time. But it's just, I don't know, man. Look how much talent's there, and just play that. It's
so
boring,
stale.
Isn't it?
It's so stale.
And then even when they go 1-0 up, everyone just gets behind the ball. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, man. You watch Harry Kane smashing it for Bayern Munich, and then he's just he's playing as a holding midfielder after game. Do you know what I mean? It's just frustrating to watch.
Yeah.
But I think we could all be the next England manager if we talked our talk, didn't we?
Yeah, I know.
Probably the hardest job in the world. Do you know what I mean?
It's the same with boxing, right? How many people have never even put gloves on that are telling you, you should have thrown the jab more?
That's what I mean. That's what I get that. So I don't like to say too much on certain things, but God, it's boring.
Yeah.
And I love football to bits, do you know what I mean? But it's just it's hard work watching, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Who was your role model growing up?
Again, it's weird, really. I just wanted to be the next Alan Shearer I did as a kid. I never really got into boxing until I was 14, 15.
Were you good at football?
I was okay, but if I could have been a footballer, I would have been a footballer, but I wasn't. I was better at boxing, so I'd love to be a footballer. I'd change it right now as well.
Do you still play football now? Or?
Nah. I had to play a bit with my son yesterday for the football. I was under pressure. He was only 8, but they played well on Sunday. So he says, because he played well, I'm going to have a little thing with the parents. Yeah. And I was thinking, you have to say your son, you tell him what to do and all this stuff. And I felt under pressure. I thought, he's never going to listen to a word I say if I miscontrol this ball and stuff. But
did you play all right?
Yeah, I was all right. To be fair, you was against 8-year-olds. To be fair.
Well, did you see who was it? It was on Soccer AM. One of the footballers on there. It might have actually been Ben Whittaker. Everyone was giving him grief because he was like panting, where he was like doing one of the trials on there.
Hey, it's different. It's different now. It's different fitness.
It's completely different.
Like I used to run with this guy. Like I stopped running with him. He's too quick now. Like he'd run slow and he'd kill me. But like he does like marathon. He done a marathon in 2 hours 36, I think.
Wow.
I mean, Manchester Marathon. But he does like 2 rounds of pads and he's blowing at his arse. So it's all different. It's all different fitnesses, isn't it?
Yeah. Always train adaptive. And what would you say has your style always been the same in boxing? Have you sort of?
Yeah, I think it has, to be fair, because like I said, amateur boxing, I used to fight against light heavyweights, so there was always a lot bigger than me. This is why I don't worry about, say, Hamzah Sheeraz's size, because I'm used to against taller people. So, yeah, just get in there and have a go, man. Like I said, I'd rather get knocked clean out than lose on points because I've held back a bit, do you know what I mean? I'm not scared of getting knocked out and stuff. I'm not really scared to lose. I'm scared of not giving my all. So
and that's what fans want to see. They want to see you leave it all in the ring, everyone.
But it's like I said to you, if you've done everything that you can do, there's always going to be better people out there in anything in life, do you know what I mean? But as long as you give the best version of yourself, I'm content with that.
And what's your prediction for your fight night?
I think I'm going to stop Hamzah Sheeraz probably mid to late rounds, I think.
Well, it's been great having you on, and I look forward to seeing the fight. And take care, mate.
No, so thank you.
My name is Dennis McCann, professional boxer for Frank Moore and MTK Global. This is Fortress Boxing. A lot more protection, it's a no-brainer. Around your thumbs, around your knuckles, around your wrist. That's exactly where the problems are. They're very compact, so I feel like I'm punching hard with them on as well. And I feel like when you got sparring 14, 16 ounce gloves, the smaller wraps can't really. They're too small for the gloves. That makes sense. So these are a bit bigger, and they're getting the gloves a bit more. They're making them more compact. 1, 2, hook. 1, 2, hook. Go.